have them actually both have another game being played, but I think their opponent next week should be relatively easy considering how things have been going in the season so far, which means this match here today might be the deciding factor as to which team can make it still into the playoffs.
Yeah, it decides a lot here, and Villis lets Vertigo with our second map. G2 OYA, of course, starting on the CT side because this is the 9 Pandas Villis pick.
Yeah, we have, of course, seen them already have one hell of a game over on Ancient, and now let's see what they can do. Obviously, they're starting off on a bit of a rougher side here when it comes down to Vertigo, but with how clean they have been playing on Ancient and how well they've used their utility, I have a good faith that maybe this could be a 2-0, but of course, G2 will be fighting hard, and they have still all 5 of them alive. Ooh, bit of an overstep here. No Pandas certainly are hungry to get those kills, a bit of a burst coming through, and instead the kills are starting to fly in favor of G2.
Yeah, it looks like they're trying to combine 2 pistol rounds into 1. 3 versus 2. Crezzy is just sticking the bomb. Hello? That needs to be accounted for. No, it won't be. Giuliano applying pressure in towards Gap. Crezzy just sticks the defuse, and it is stolen right under from the 9 Pandas' nose.
At least they got a bomb plan, which means the buy can come out here. Which you have seen. We have seen that before, but back on Ancient, that didn't quite go the way of G2, back when they lost the pistol. But yeah, that was actually a very, very nice recovery. And 9 Pandas just got super aggressive. The bomb was planted with smokes into play. Sure, they had some intel that there were 2 players close, but they just went for it instead of waiting out the timer, not knowing if there was a kid into play coming out of G2. And now, Nate's being thrown. Victoria needs to be a bit careful. Of course, has been noted with her scout in her hand. But 9 Pandas are spreading out. Look for some map control. Ooh, nice boost coming out. Cressy not killed just yet, and Nate will come and fly. And there we go. Now she's out.
Yeah, very good util. Yet again on display from this T side. Kyossa under a lot of pressure here. Has dropped a smoke, but she swings. And that's going to be her downfall. Shu will clean her up. 5 versus 3. This is looking a lot better for the T side.
A re-smoke here, though. We'll
be
separating. Yeah. Oh, all right. Okay, the shoulder is sticking out. I thought maybe kyossa still had the advantage there. But it means that the pace will be set up instead. They fall like flies once again. Zaz still sitting here. Close angles, just going to be waiting out. Too many smokes makes it very difficult. But at least have made it equal again. No, Zaz will fall. Sure, the rest of the players are here, but if Tati continues to strike like she has done already, it's going to be super fatal for Manka. At least that's one in the bag. Gets a second, but that is when Tati swings and grabs the round here for 9 Pandas.
Oh, what a nice try from Manka. Lines 2 of them up, and then Tati's low on the bomb site, but she swings just within half a second of her teammates falling. It's instantaneous on the trade, and now we get into a situation where it's the 4-spy wars for both of these teams. How this works is both of these teams are going to buy until one team wins 2 rounds in a row, and then that's going to reset the economy.
Oh, quick they will go. Already first going home. And already they have the right ideas. They're throwing a molly. Won't quite force us to go further back. And in fact, could maybe be a bit of a surprise factor. She does decide to stay there. But 9 Pandas take it bit by bit. Still hungry for this mid control. Ooh. Is it the timing? So they don't have that intel that Zaz is still sitting here. But once again, 9 Pandas just waiting it out. Playing by the book. Take map control piece by piece. And now go back towards A ramp.
Victoria finds Zaz. Good find. I thought that might dismantle the boost on short, but it hasn't at all. So Giuliano could still be in with a shot, securing a kill. Will Tati account for this? Currently not looking at it. Not a consideration in her mind. Up they go. Now she checks it. Giuliano removed. And that's information that Manka's there as well.
There we go. Taken out. So far, all of them alive. Only kyossa, who's lurking around his B-bomb site. You have armor, you have a deagle. Oh, if you can get a weapon, hope that would be very nice. Gets a tag. But nothing more than that. So a flawless round coming out of Nine Pandas. And even though I felt the ideas were up on the table for G2, you know, that play coming out of Zars, but then the timing, yeah, still not quite working out in your favor. The boost being checked as well. Nine Pandas seem prepared.
Yeah, dotting T's. No, dotting I's and crossing T's. Not the other way around. kyossa tries her best, but can't convert the kill. Victoria with 3 on the SMG. That's promoting a healthy bank balance. Intel as well. Astralis versus Aces. That first map went to the Aces 16-8. First kill in round number 4. And the second one goes to Shu. It's just USPs. As mentioned, consecutive 1. But kyossa and Giuliano do recover some AKs. But Victoria somehow is in the back lines.
Yeah, the bomb, of course, immediately running towards the B site. And Victoria just horning out for a lurk, knowing they could still wrap through the ramp, which is exactly what is happening. So as soon as this bomb goes down here, they need to account for that B ramp as well.
Oh, Giuliano. This timing in middle could be everything. Victoria currently holding it. And no armor, as discussed. And that's going to be to her detriment. Molly now flying in, and that's going to pull G2 OYA away. Would love to hold on to this AK. kyossa, she might try and recover it in towards middle, but also might just play bodyguard. Ensure that at least one AK is brought over into round number 5.
Yeah, I think that in itself is already when you've done some damage, you get an 8k, and it looks like Nine Pandas don't want to be stealing that one away. Even though they have so much money for it, but I guess, you know, building up bank is also important. And once again, looks very good. 3 now in a row after G2 have gotten the pistol round. So immediately, you know, the econ going down the drain. Now it is up on the table again. You get Giuliano back on an op. She was the star player over on Ancient. And let's see what she can do right here on Vertigo.
Victoria with an AWP as well, peeking up and over. Can't see anything at Crane. Giuliano.
Oh!
Just gets spammed. Not even an opportunity to fire a single AWP bullet. And Tati, she can see the feet. So as Giuliano retreated, that's her downfall. Good nade. A strong follow-up, but the double push. Oh, in fact, the boost. This is going to be unexpected for Nine Pandas.
Head being spotted.
Tati sees it.
No way, not again. And it's Tati as well. This is absolutely well played here. Nine Pandas predicted once more. And I guess that is just, you know, almost the reverse psychology coming out. They know how far they've already pushed GT to the limits here when it comes down to this A side. And once things get tricky, maybe boosts like that can come out. Victoria is just popping off. She even spots another one and gets that one as well. Why not?
That was absurd. The flick she just hit for that first kill and then just keeps on going. Victoria is a beast. kyossa with 1. Tries to upgrade. Gets punished. 4-1.
You just get nothing for free here. Every single kill is so well executed. Nine Pandas once again predicting that boost in itself. So it's sort of as if they have this sense down in their stomach. Once G2 are starting to feel trouble, they're gonna have to pull something else, something risky maybe out of the bag. But Nine Pandas are not just 1, not just 2, but like 3 steps ahead of G2. Fatal this time, waiting out a push, and exactly comes out Zars. It's once again the first time or first player to go out. It is only a couple of pistols here though for T2, so not that much to lose. But of course, Nine Pandas are just off on a roll.
Oh, I like that. That was clever. Low HP, goes jumping to offset the crosshair. And then Manka fact, it's actually her that secures the kill. Cressy's chased in, drops the bomb, and the AWP. This round has definitely got potential for G2 to work their way back in.
The nade, though, and we do have Manka being very low. And a bit of some smokes to work with. So maybe that could help 9 Pandas in order to recover that bomb. 2 of them coming from the same angle, whereas we still have Fatal, who's sitting close towards a ramp, still looking to push. It's being held, of course. But if they hit the timings together, that is when things could get tricky. That is one already. It will activate Manka on the AWP, though. Eyes are upon her, and a good flashbang to get her out. But she can't quite hold the angle. Smoke now there is so... Oh, this is just so well executed. As soon as you think they have it, they got it in the bag, 9 Pandas. Just, you know, use their util. And this is exactly what you need to do. You have that working in your favor. Now there's enough time to get that bomb planted.
For the first kill as well, they were being allowed deliberately and amongst connector to allow Fatal to walk down in. And just when kyossa turns her back, that's when Fatal strikes because of the audio given over by her teammates. That was really well played. And you're right, utility just helps out a lot. Manka can now even be hunted by Fatal. She's got 3 kills in the round. She wants 4.
Hunting. There we go. Of course. There we go. Goes noticed. Obviously, a lot of noise being made. Manka will hit that one quite easily. We'll be able to survive. Have that AWP transferred over into the hands of Giuliano. But things have gone quiet, and Zaz still stuck. Still yet to frag. All these little things are definitely starting to worry me, with the momentum already being 9 Pandas their side. And it's their T side as well.
Yeah. It's looking quite good. What I will say is the 2 games that G2 OYA have played, the majority of their rounds have come from the attacking side. So it's the second half that we're going to get to see G2 perform at their best. However, they're going to need to provide themselves with a lifeline. Because right now it's only 1 round in. There's still a lot of rounds to play in this first half. Information goes both ways. Shots ring out, but both miss. Oh, that one doesn't.
Oh, that is insane. Just completely out-aimed, and Tati, who has already been on fire here on this map, just continues to strike. Now, with the player advantage, they can pretty much hit any part of the map, and you're going to be outnumbering G2 for the most part. Just scouting, just trying to put pressure. Maybe see if they can bait out even more util, because G2 already have so little. They're making a bit of noise. Tati's still hoping to find someone over towards A ramp. The bomb, though, bit indecisive. Not too sure yet where it wants to go. Perhaps depending. Maybe Tati can find one here. It's actually a good flashbang in. Tati has to look away. With that, an opening. And in fact, an opening towards the B side as well. Good hold. G2 have a player advantage.
Yeah, nice job from kyossa. Takes 1 kill and then gets out. It's better to hold on to her life and try and play retake with the rest of the squad. There is a molly on Victoria, so this can get quite spicy towards the tail end of this retake. Oh, Elizabeth. 2.5. Maybe that's enough. Look at the HP bars of these remaining players. Fatal lines them up. Fantastic from Elizabeth.
The teamwork makes the dream work. This is absolutely amazing. Once again, Victoria already lining... Elizabeth lining them up right here. And Fatal just finishing the job. It is so beautiful. Yeah, this is just executed to perfection. Once again, the individual stepping up, but... they are not afraid at all to back down. You know, you have a lot of players in afterplan sort of holding on the back of the side. And they just gamble that they were all going to come from CT and middle. And it paid off.
Yeah, they love a fight. They're not afraid to as well. Victoria now peeking, just trying to see if there's any gaps. Zaz gets caught off guard.
And look again, Tati is slowly creeping up. Needs to be careful. Now met with a bit of counter util. Flashbang first, then a Molotov. So you don't want to be caught. And it's best to sort of just fall back. Try then once more, because you can see Zar's empty on util already. Manga just holding it. Hoping that a straight up hold is going to be enough. The smoke will fade though. Feet being spotted right behind it. But immediate trades are up on the table. Victoria has the back of Tati. And even though that should have been a trade now, only now it will actually come through. It is a bomb dropped, which means most likely Nine Pandas have no choice but to hit this A-bomb site.
Oh, look at Shu. They can reset here. They can run. Shu's got the entirety of B. And if they leave now, which they are, they'll make it just in the nick of time. And Shu's advanced position in here should deny.
It is so well done. Oh, a bit of a misspray though. 4 seconds, at least that bomb gets planted. But the kyossa makes a move right here, right now. That could buy her enough time. She should hear the footsteps right here. Victoria with the AWP, a 1 versus 1. And it is so tight. There's no kid in the hands of kyossa. So she just needs to stick it, force her out. Needs to get the kill very, very fast. But the time is not quite working in her favor to dance around the box. She will get the kill. Is there enough time, though?
I think so. I think there's just enough, yeah. She's got it. What a play. What a read by Shu, but G2 OYA just managed to secure it. Kyossa, I really like the positioning. As soon as she realizes that Victoria's in the back lines over at Elevator, she pushes forward. She isolates the gunfight with Tati that's just planted the bomb and then races Victoria down close quarters with the SMG.
Yeah, this is really well played. And considering, you know, you have no kits, you have only an MP9, everything is in favor of Nine Pandas in that scenario. But sometimes when you keep your cool, this is the moment for you to shine. And we know kyossa has been performing super well for G2. Now let's see if they can convert, because that is where sort of the issue lied when it came down to the beginning. Obviously just a pistol. But now, up on the rifles, you need to be doing the same thing as well.
Yeah, definitely. Giuliano. Oh. It's actually Elizabeth that's going to be putting down utility towards short on A. Nice util set. Going to have to force Manka back. So that allows space for Nine Pandas to get up ramp.
Taking a lot of space this time around. G2 are a bit more hesitant to fight for that ramp, and instead now Zar's hoping for a gap in the smoke that could be a lifeline, and instead the kills go the way of Nine Pandas. They completely crunch the site, and now that the smokes are up, safely plant their bomb. With a 5-on-2, I don't think there's a way back in. Well, alright, Giuliano at least will grab one. There's still even more util. There's a smoke even left in the hands of Elizabeth, and it's too risky. There is very little money in the banks of G2 on the back of a win, and that means it will have to be a save.
It's just the timing of these crunches as well from Nine Pandas. Contact's taken at ramp. Fatal wins out the fight above the one-way that Zaz is holding, and then all the attention just turns around. One player's holding gap, immediately dies. Communication comes in, but it might be a little bit slow because Prezzy's not looking at short at all. So focused, so worried about Fatal creeping and crawling on towards the bomb site.
But the gap remains 2-7. And with only a single round loss, you know, the economy is still in a very good spot here for Nine Pandas. And ultimately, G2 OYA, at least with that save, they can have another really good buy here. But the pressure is back on. You can't really be affording too many more mistakes. especially not up on your CT side. Oh, a very nice flick here. Juliano goes in fast, and it definitely is rewarded. But Nine Pandas certainly don't want to be slowing down here either.
Yeah, look at the pace. Oh, the util. Manka takes a chunk. 3 smokes. So Victoria still can't see a thing. Look at the rotations. So many over here for G2. But keep your eye on Tati, because again, it's a lurk player being enforced. But Juliana and Manka, both with kills. And Kyossa is accounting for middle. This is looking much better for G2.
Yeah, Nine Pandas pushing a bit one by one there, hoping maybe to find something around the smokes. But I guess the overconfidence and the impatience is definitely favoring G2 in this scenario. Now, 2 of them are here. And once again, looks very crisp and clean. And even an upgrade here for Zaz from the FAMAS to an AK. So this is definitely a very important round to be winning. Obviously, they haven't broken Nine Pandas just yet. But we're going to be seeing a tactical timeout now being called by Nine Pandas. And correct me if I'm wrong, but I think we have, well, apart from this one, but I think before this, we haven't seen a timeout at all.
I don't think so. But this is well timed. A coach getting in the ear. You've put a bunch of rounds up in a row. And then you lose one, and it's an instantaneous pause. And that's a misbuy. Or is it? Surely that's a misbuy. Shu's going to wield it anyway. Auto sniper on lock.
I mean, is it going to be a... Well... yeah. I was just wondering, I mean, she could have bought it all, but that also wouldn't make sense because they already had one. Or, you know, balls of steel. That's what's up. You know, it is Nine Pandas fearless after all. And they're going to be going in hot, boosting up Tati here. She has the odds. No, but it goes down immediately. Oh, that is very, very rough. I mean, I guess that's the punishment if that was a misbuy or if it was a bit of a dirty one. Either way, it is out.
Yeah, what a shot from Manka. Got to be careful. Zaz is up close. This is the first time we've seen Zaz this close on ramp. A fatal, ready for it, but Zaz wins out the gunfight. Drops the incendiary in deep, has to force Victoria away. Is that boost spotted? Surely. Surely it is. Oh, no.
Oh. It's a very important kill here for Nine Pandas to be getting. Bit of wiggle room now for them. They're still hoping to find a way back here into the side. A boost comes out of one of the CTs. Hoping to still scout over towards that ramp, but they have backed off. And they actually are looking to find a way back into A instead.
It's interesting. G2 want to play the advantages, so they've given the control all the way back. 30 seconds. So Nine Pandas Fearless have to clear every single angle as they work their way up and make it onto the bomb site and plant the bomb in the next 20 seconds.
It's going to be tight. They have some util still left, so at least the smoke wall is here. A good nado being thrown. Elizabeth down to 13 HP. And now a kill for the smoke. That might just be it. Elizabeth is still standing, but she's now just the only one. Gets at least one, but an immediate trait is present. And with that, G2, they creep on a little bit closer once again. And they definitely, you know, they keep within this contesting range.
Yeah, for sure. And you take a look at the money now for the T side. Shu can buy. Elizabeth can, and so can Fatal. But you're kind of struggling. If you're Victoria and Tati, I wouldn't mind seeing Tech9s here, just going for like a half investment. And that's exactly what they elect to do. Because with the loss bonus next round, or even with the win bonus, maybe, if they're able to sneak one over the line, they should be more than capable of putting a buy back in together. But this is exactly what we needed to see from G2. It's good to see them posting rounds back because, again, they were down such a deficit. However, unlike Ancient, they've recovered. Oh, yeah.
Oh, this is really nice. I love the fact that Giuliano misses a shot and you think, oh, maybe there's a way in. But no, then there's a kyossa just waiting to just wipe them all away. up on the ramp. Eventually, sure, a trade comes through, but not before the damage have already been done. That means now only Elizabeth and Fatal are here. Maybe a rifle that can be recovered. And there is still 2 smokes here and a Molotov to work with. If you can get a bomb down, certainly, even a bigger W. Ultimately, you just want to do a bit of damage. A grenade won't really do that much. We'll force them a bit further back, but now they go and swing together. That's Fatal with another kill up on the table. And now they're going to try and get that bomb planted. It's very difficult. A great counter with a bit of fire goes down as well. And now Elizabeth, 1 versus 3.
Oh, nice shot. There's 2 players up high on construction. I'll tell you what, though, Tech9s, you get 3 kills. That's a lot of damage done to the economy. Fortunately for G2, they've built up a little bit of a bank, so it isn't a consideration right now. But it could have ramifications because we've still got 3 rounds left of play. Victoria immediately purchases the AWP. All the AKs have been dropped. 9 Pandas Fearless need to rebound fast.
Obviously, this round could be their way back in. I think 7 already here is a really solid scoreline. Makes things contesting, and already AWP versus AWP. Victoria wins this battle. And already a very good start. This is how you want to be kicking things off and immediately put that pressure back on G2.
She's even holding for a gap swing. Isn't going to come over. Maybe one in for the sandbags. No, it's just a jump spot. Yeah, I agree. 7's really healthy on the T side, but when you look at the landscape of the situation, they were 7-1 up at one point. And they'll be kicking themselves a bit. They feel like they could have definitely got a few more. Is there a gap in this? Can she see through the tarpaulin? Oh, it's so close. Re-smoke. That's such a powerful one being thrown in, and it's being recycled on the sandbag. It just allows Zaz so much room to move up this ramp.
She's a bit hesitant, though. Obviously, there's no one there to immediately trade if she were to overexpose herself. And now Molotov being spotted. Tati goes for that one. And on the flip side, Elizabeth takes home Zaz. So this is looking like one hell of a round here already. An immediate rotation has to come on. But Pressy, with her falling as well, it means it's all on the shoulders of kyossa. And honestly, with her just being by herself and her also having quite low money, maybe you want to save, but there is no option. It's once again a famous lure coming out of Keisu here. So with that, 9 Pandas, they take home another round. And that means on the flip side, G2 will now be using their first timeout. Obviously, a lot is riding on this game.
Wow, what a performance. The fact that 9 Pandas can go from nothing to 100 is incredible. The fact that 1 kill could come in and suddenly 3 have found the feed, it's just so dangerous. G2 OYA get caught out a little bit. The molly timing with the swing on towards gap, then Zaz loses her fight out towards ramp. It's unbearable, the pressure. It causes immediate rotations, and Shu's already there in the flank. It looked like they were considering rotating back towards B again, but this time there was not enough time to facilitate that, and there was already a lot of good strides being made on the A-bomb site. Let's see what this timeout can bring. Will it be more of the same, or will G2 be able to secure 7?
Jesus waiting for a push. Is hungry for it. Just being patient for the time being. And sure, we have a kyossa who is equally as patient. But she will hear all that noise. Pressy is here to sort of be the one to respond. And now needs to be careful. Right from behind comes Fatal. And once again, these crunches are always so on point. We've seen them towards the A side, and instead it forces kyossa to go down into the ramp, and that is where 2 more players are waiting. 9 Pandas looking extremely well executed right now. They found a bit of spirit once again, and with the money that is super low and so little rounds still to work with, Has to be once again a save, and we have seen quite a couple of these saves already here coming out of G2, where once that bomb gets planted, it is sort of over and done with. So little room for G2 to work with.
Oh, shoot. It's dealt with. Elizabeth meets the same fate, and these kills are so essential just to hold on to these rifles. 9 Pandas won't mind all that much. There's still 1 round to play. They've got plenty of money in the bank balance. But yeah, you're right. It's just a change of pace. Immediately after the timeout is called, 9 Pandas go, well, let's just speed things up. And Cressy is caught so blindsided. And they were not exactly being the most quiet about it. Maybe someone was giving communications, not hearing loud enough. But I would have assumed Cressy was going to be a lot more aware of it than she seemed. Wow.
Immediately, the opening once again has the support flash coming out of Victoria. Oh, and even the right desk through the smoke. Zas teched up. Needs to be careful, and they will indeed fall back. Not quite worth fighting for that. No. Sort of have to give up a lot of parts of the map, so they have to play on A ramp a bit more passive. Have to give up middle for the time being. They hear all these flashes, all the Molotovs raining. At least Giuliano here with her ult. Press the flick once more, and that isn't quite going her way. At least one. Cressy will find another. Because the numbers are still even.
Cressy. Like your utility here. Elizabeth's already found the space and the kill. Victoria with 1 more. And the 1 versus 3, Zaz can't even get a look in. Double digits found for 9 Pandas on the T side of Vertigo.
Yeah, this is absolutely insane.
plenty. Money on me, I got plenty. 100s, 50s, and 20s. Stay fat, lot of them. Rags, house by the lake, bought that. Out to the brakes, draw back. Paddock on my wrist, I'ma hit him with a drip. They gon'
10-5 for the 9 Pandas on their map pick of Vertigo. That's a healthy lead to carry forward onto this CT side. A reminder that G2 OYA need to win the map to stay in the series and to force us to Anubis.
Yeah, there's so much riding on this game. This game in itself, you know, because we are slowly coming towards the latter stages, there's so much riding on this game. If you win this, maybe that's your shot of going to land right here, right now. 9 Pandas kicking things off with the first kill. They're looking for more, but there's actually 2 also going back here in favor of G2. Has slowed down a bit. Obviously, it's very difficult. 9 Pandas with so much block taken on this A side, so maybe a change of plan is up ahead here for G2, but instead go creep out once again once things have quieted down. But no, indeed, it's all a bit of false hope as kyossa was still lurking around the corner. Now Manka just by herself will land a very clean headshot, and that's an open B bomb site.
Smoking kit still on Tati. That just gets reclaimed from the A bomb site. Another smoke as well. So there's a lot of potential here for 9 Pandas on this retake. Manka looks like she wants to play within the site, and she can't separate the kills. They both overwhelm, swing together. And Fatal's happy about it. Defuse locked in 11 for the CC side.
Off to a good start. Ultimately, the biggest thing here is G2 still having that bomb plant. So that could be sort of a leg within the door in order to force up, maybe steal the back. But there is so much risk involved. You can see the hesitance. They will actually instead just go for a couple of upgraded pistols here and there, and that's it. So I guess they want to have an actually good, proper buy and then try again. But that could mean 9 Pandas are off to 12 potentially. Because right here, all the weapons seem to favor in 9 Pandas their favor, but 2 great kills in return. And suddenly, we now picked up weapons. What can G2 do?
Drop in all of the util and then walk in all the way back. And whilst they are being silent about it, we can inform you about Astralis Aces. That one's a lot closer. 8 rounds for Astralis, 9 rounds for Aces.
Take things very slow here. Obviously, they don't know how much 9 Pandas still have left when it comes down to util. They're slowly scouting. Want to keep up that surprise factor, but as we say so, 9 Pandas are scouting about. Oh, that is unfortunate. Elizabeth hoping that maybe they're towards the B ramp, but instead they're out on A. If only the gamble guess would have gone the flip side, maybe we could have had an insane flame coming up right now. They're still taking their sweet time. I think by now they have completely cleared that B. A rotation is on its way. And a good nade. Cressy down to 66.
Ashes. Elizabeth finds Cressy. In fact, that was a G2 one. Giuliano now creeping above, but Shu delivers a headshot with the Bamus. Now it's just kyossa. She's on such low HP. Trying to tap away with the Tech 9, but gets overwhelmed by the double swing. A perfect retake. And again, 9 Pandas scoop up another round. 12-5.
Once again, we do have a very nice secured bomb plant. We still have good faith, you know, always in these sort of after plan scenarios. I think, oh, can they maybe do it even with the lesser weapons? But instead, this is just, yeah, the scoreline is not lying. You know, 9 Pandas Fearless are only 4 rounds away of taking home this series. So G2 need to come alive right now.
Aggressive. In B and in A. Look at them go. They're completely hounding down G2. And this aggression was heard. You see that Zaz is prioritizing a lot of focus over here. And Giuliano spots one over the smoke. Shu with the immediate trade. And Tati, she's been spotted by Zaz as well.
Oh, here we go. This horde is so good. Once again, we have 2 players advantage. And very little trades coming out here on the side of G2. The smoke making things very difficult. There's a bit of a gap. So now, maybe the wiggle room, they will go and push completely once again. They have no fear whatsoever. And 9 Pandas take home yet again another round. The pressure's on. They're so close to the finish line. And G2, you need to wake up now.
That's wild to me, because Giuliano gets the first kill. Zaz has a kill locked in on Tati. She's tracing her with the crosshair, spotted her out deep short. And it's actually, again, another team flashbang that completely offsets all the momentum. It allows Tati to reposition. It allows the swings come in on short. G2 are the makers of their own downfall.
As soon as a bit of presence has been noted, Tati is looking to respond immediately. A good nade, Manga attack down even further as they continue to apply this pressure. And keep in mind, she is, for the time being, pretty much here by herself, has someone in the back of sandbags, but a very difficult position to be trading it out. So she will now go down. A very big risk to be taken, and this time gets punished.
There is no Molotov here. Means that Fatal can stay in sandbags, but she swings and whiffs. Giuliano makes no mistake.
At least Elizabeth gets one over towards that B-bomb site, so maybe that way back into the flip side of the map is out, but maybe it doesn't matter because they get this kill up on Victoria. And now this A site is up for grabs. The bomb on the way. Still takes a bit of time to get planted. The kyossa is already present, but guess is the wrong side. It's not planted default, instead a bit more off to the right. So now all that G2 has to do is wait it out. You have no U2 anymore, so it needs to be super careful when to peek. That was their problem when it came down to Asian. Every single player wanted to be the hero in these afterplant scenarios, but now you have the player advantage, and the timer is your biggest friend. Elizabeth tags 2 up. Zaz and Kyossa are so low, but at this moment in time, there is no way back into it. And G2, they recover, get another round up on the board.
Yeah, first of many, G2 hope. It needs to be on a consistent basis. Lovely opportunity right now to try and secure it. Because, look, this is single stage loss bonus. It might be a forced investment coming in for 9 Pandas Fearless. With 1900, if you save onto this, the buy is not going to be fully fleshed out. But they do elect just to full save. So Elizabeth needs to be the player to secure some kills. Maybe try and upgrade Shu into a rifle because she's got Kevlar. Instead, she's all alone on B.
Now 9 Pandas with a bit of a similar boost, only slightly more to the left. So I like this. It changed things up as to how G2 was playing out this boost.
Sorry, she's looking at the floor thinking that her head's not exposed, but we can see that it is really up there. You've got to move further back a little bit. Like this. There you go. Much better. Oh,
she misses the timing. All right. Definitely the sound cues are there. Oh, no. Victoria takes a bit of a hit, and Elizabeth now goes no, does a great wall bang. And with that, 3 players out within a blink of an eye. 9 Pandas, of course, sure, with the pistols in hand. You maybe weren't expecting too much. It was a good setup, a nice read. But ultimately, G2 handled it very, very well.
Yeah, you're never expecting that to find anything more than just a kill. It's a little bit of a gimmick. And Shu can't find anything either. Flawless from G2. And that inspires and instills a lot of confidence. step by step, round by round. That's the mentality. And there's experience within the ranks. Giuliano, Zaz, Cressy, all players that have performed at the highest level and have competed for so many years. They've been down before. They know how to recover. It is still a long way back. It's 6 to even draw level. But we know how fragile and fickle that CT economy can be, and this change of pace could be everything.
They're going fast and hot. Victoria not quite hitting a shot towards ramp, but a bit of a warning shot being fired. Now, as you were saying, they're going hot, they're going fast. And certainly very hot for Gaze, who gets burned. And with that, a kill in favor of Zaz. And now immediately, Nine Pandas want to see if they can respond. Maybe take A of ramp, push on through. And once again, pull out one of these famous lurks that we've seen time and time again coming out of the Nine Pandas. And now, G2 want to divert away. The Nine Pandas have stayed still. They still have 2 CTs up on the speed bombs that are not over-rotating. They're being patient.
Yeah, well, look at all this space that Tati's got. Oh my goodness me. Tati with the round-winning play. No one's checking. When's she going to go? When's going to be a Q? Probably the contact with Fatal. Here it comes. They line up. She knocks them down, and here comes Tati on the flank. Gets a kill and a half. Has to reload. Put a new magazine in towards the A1S. Giuliano's got to go deal with her. But the damage might have already been done.
Damage has been done, but G2 can make a run for this A side. Of course, rotation comes on through the CTs are present already. And look where they are. They still have yet to come out of this ramp. Fatal is here, the one to make the contact up first. There's a good Molotov, a good smoke. That is a bit of wiggle room for G2, but with another kill taken home for Nine Pandas, it is so tricky. Giuliano hopes to go for the kills instead, but no. Nine Pandas, they crawl back, get that round out. And once again, you know, it is 14-7, doubling the scoreline once more in favor of Nine Pandas.
14-7 in this one, 14-8 in Astralis versus Aces. Aces look to take the series 2-0.
That is insane. Good for them. I like to see, once again, you know, the scene is super competitive and nothing comes easy here in this season of Impact. Love to see it. And everyone is fighting their hardest in order to fight for a spot on the land. Every game matters. And right here, Nine Pandas hope to crawl to victory. But they need 2 more.
Oh, Giuliano gets vision denied by another smoke. Tati and Fatal, they do not know how lucky they are that bloomed in the perfect moment. Zaz now going on a little bit of an event drop towards the A ramp. Victoria needs to be careful.
Zaz grabs the opening. That is huge here for G2. And already with Fatal being about half HP as well, this could be the perfect move. Now Keisu taken out as well. So much control taken. And they want to continue to apply this pressure. Victoria goes with a bit of a risky play. Moves in front of that smoke. And it pays off.
Yeah, but in actual fact, they're going to assume that it will be their commitment, despite seeing Zaz nearly fall back after dropping the utility. It's a little bit of a gamble here for Nine Pandas, but at the end of the day, you take a look at their bank balance, it actually makes complete sense. Because best case scenario, G2 committing towards A and Nine Pandas give it a go. Worst case, they hold on to their weapons, they keep the AWP in Victoria's hands, and they bring that forward for another round.
So this is really nice though coming out of G2. Sure, Nine Pandas having to save. They can most likely buy up the next round. So still, G2 is not out of the woods just yet. But at these types of rounds where it really matters, grab those openings. And they look actually very crisp. A lot of these duels, which we have seen lend in favor of Nine Pandas a lot of the occasions, are now slowly starting to shift. And we see a couple of missed sprays here and there out of Nine Pandas feelers. So maybe, yeah, things are starting to shake up a bit.
It's the pace setting for G2. That's what's gaining them all of these rounds. It's also kyossa finding exceptional leverage out towards B by her eliminating Shu consistently. Well, look at what it's done here. It's actually brought the AWP over. Shu gets close. You've now got Victoria starting over at B. Whilst there is a smoke deployed, Shu's under an immense amount of pressure. That's going to entice Victoria in for a peek.
Oh, it's a missed one though. We'll send the T's a bit further back and might just want to divert to a different plan entirely. What was that? It's a lot of information gained for G2, knowing that the AWP is into play and where exactly it is. And with Giuliano grabbing the first over towards this A side instead. So much time, so much space. And this is very scary looking now for 9 Pandas.
Yeah, there's a lot of over-rotation going on in some of these rounds. Victoria tries to answer in. Shu thinking about going around the corner. kyossa holding and securing. Again, that's got to be the warning. The alarm bells ringing for the CT side. They're going to have to save. This is really dangerous, Fearless, because what you've got is situations where G2 are finding the opener. 9 Pandas, it feels like they are really reacting to a very high degree. And as a result, that leaves gaps. Tati was just on her own, and she was heavily peeking in towards gap. That one kill comes in, the entire A bomb site is unlocked.
Yeah, things on the CT side are not as crisp as we were used to seeing over on that Ancient, where immediately once there was a response coming out of G2, 9 Pandas was figuring out, you know, how to answer, and they did it in such a polished fashion. The timings were on point, whereas here, sort of struggling to adapt and finding answers for what G2 is doing, and sort of trying to find a read as to where they're going. Having to gamble, having to come up with some risky plays here and there. Sometimes, yes, it does pay off, but you can't always rely on the individuals.
Oh, Victoria had a chance. Gap over the smoke. She's looking to try and exploit. Does not come into any fruition. See, this position behind the wood has been played so many rounds by either Elizabeth or Shu. This time, Elizabeth thinks better of it. Plays a little bit more passive, and that's the right call because look, every round that's going to be mollied. I think the backpack was spotted as well.
Yeah, now both of them are in fact blind. Elizabeth, oh, does grab the second one. That is huge, but at the same time, kyossa grabs 3. Oh my lord. G2 are certainly hungry for more. They want to grab double digits. Now they go and fake out this bomb plan. Will force Tati a bit out in the open. And there we go. The kill goes the way of Manka. And suddenly Fatal in one hell of a job. No kit in her hands. No further util. Just have to do it with your rifle in hand. That's the first. Now can you find 2 more?
Okay. There's one. Oh, kyossa overextends. And there is a defuse kit. It's right in front of her, near the stairs. And that's where Manka is hiding. Timer ticking down low. Fatal is trying to clear everything. And Manka delivers on the headshot. G2 hit double digits. 9 Pandas, Fearless are scrambled.
Oh, yeah, they are so close. Within reach, yet closing it out seems like one hell of a job. And once again, we have the B anchors really delivering Elizabeth with 2, but then it's so difficult, especially when you have a kyossa right in front of you who is just delivering every single round. Yeah, and it's definitely quite a tough one. And right now, 9 Pandas, maybe it's time for another timeout perhaps, because right now things are not quite going in your favor. They've decided to buy up, even at the cost of some utility here, in case you're being on an MP9, and already the opening kill is not going in their favor.
It's so methodical from G2. Layering down the utility. Flashbang's now going to go in. You're full blind, Victoria. You need to escape, and somehow she still legs Zaz Incendiary rains on in, but that's not going to mind G2 that much because they've taken the space out towards ramp.
Oh, she hears the step, but still wants to check in towards the ramp first. But no, Manka is out here to punish. No trade opportunity for Elizabeth either. And once again, even before you think sort of the round has properly started, it has already crumbled and fallen apart. Elizabeth needs to do one hell of a job once again. Got a multi-kill in the last round. But once again, it will stay at 2. And G2, they're creeping closer and closer. The momentum is shifting in their favor. And that means 9 Pandas need to find answers soon.
They're taking 30 seconds now. And whilst they do, Aces win this series over Astralis 2-0. Final score in that second map of Inferno, 16 rounds, plays 10. So it was close, but Astralis, they can't get it over the line. What a win for the Aces.
That's really insane. Once again, it is very fun to see how competitive it is and that sort of no team is safe. Everyone is still fighting for the last bits here in the latter stages of Season 3. Now here, it is 9 Pandas that have very limited amount of economy. Some buy up a pistol or a couple of smokes and flashes, but that has to be it. You need to save some funds in order to get a buy back on the table. But that will most likely mean that G2 is going to be creeping in even closer.
They're doing it. Flash comes in, but it actually just blinds her teammates. Manka and Giuliano clean up. This one's done. You can scratch this one up. 1 kill will come through, sure. But Zaz will equalize. Shoot, last player standing. It's going to be 14-12.
She hears the smokes lining up on A. Has to go and take a peek. Honestly, yeah, it's just a 50-50 investment. If you could steal something more away, that would be nice. But mainly for yourself, because you're not going to be hurting the economy of G2 anytime soon. Has been slowly stacking up. They're all going to be sitting tight. Corner right angle start might be an opportunity. Oh, it's a good tag. Down to 14 HP. But instead, it is a near to clean round here for G2. So now that the money is up on the board once again, what is the strategy going to be for 9 Pandas? Because we've seen sort of the same things being pulled out of the bag over towards B, you know, playing off of the woods, and that's sort of it. But not quite in the same fashion like we saw in Ancient.
Okay, what you need to do is rely heavily on your crossfires. You know what G2 are going to do. Deploy utility early, try and get their way up towards the ramp. Victoria this time taking a much better angle in and amongst the sandbags. Fatal can apply some pressure. Manka's burning alive a little bit, as too is Zaz. Victoria deploying a smoke, needs to get out of dodge, needs a flashbang. But it's pressure applied from Gap that allows her to escape. And Krezi now starts to creep on through. Joined in tandem with kyossa. Shu passes the first test. Now needs to try and stay alive because the bomb, it's on its way towards B.
The fact that they so heavily rotated over towards A is it's a very big risk to be taken in case they're all by herself. And now with the bomb being planted, it's a 4-on-4 retake. There's still so much left for G2 to work with so many smokes in hand. Now, with Zaz coming in with the flank from middle, this timing could be working out so good for G2, but Tati finds the first opening. Tati finds the second, and maybe this is the pace that 9 Pandas need, but there's 2 kills in return. That's a third, and Zaz finishes it off. This is exactly what G2 need right now. They crawl to 13, and they shut down 9 Pandas once more.
What an incredible recovery, not just from Zaz, but from kyossa. Because Tati gets a multi-kill on the flank. There's clear communication issues. They don't know where she's coming from. That silence then for kyossa deals with her. And then that timing allows Zaz to come up through middle. 14-13. No money yet again for 9 Pandas. it's going to be a tied up scoreline. It's going to be 14-14.
Insane. And then, you know, we could either be going into OT territory or G2 could be pulling a reverse sweep out of the bag. Because right now for 9 Pandas to win it out, there is so much pressure. The mental game is weighing in just as much here. Because it seems like 9 Pandas have deflated completely now. Victoria jump scouting, not expecting someone so close. What? How did she still get that?
I don't know. I don't know. And now they're not looking for Tati, but Giuliano answers the call. Victoria's repositioned in towards Gap. She's looking to creep her way around this smoke. And they are not checking. She's moving in, but the shots are so haywire, so disorientated, can't find a thing. And then Zaz is holding the flank. Shu with one more, and Elizabeth chimes in. 2 versus 2. This round still got legs.
No! A spam through the smoke, and Cressy is down to just 4 HP. Oh, and this is possible. Oh, this is so close. It's coming down to the wire, but Cressy keeps her cool. And man, oh man, G2, oh yeah, grab that 40. They were longing for it. But I am so baffled as to how 9 Pandas look better on Deagles than that they have on Rifles in 5 rounds or so.
If 9 Pandas want to overcommit somewhere, if they want to over-rotate, just go and take middle. Because that's prime real estate. You can definitely secure something over there. Shu under a lot of pressure early. Kyossa, Zaz under B. 3 players starting on A. 9 Pandas, you need to rely in your teammates. You can't keep overcommitting to one bomb site because that is punishing you round after round.
Cressy is horning out for middle, and so is Elizabeth. They are playing it very, very slowly, and once again, the smoke there to delay. So 9 Pandas just hope that with the utility, they can keep them at bay for the time being. And now a dry peek going straight into the hands of Victoria. Goes punished. And with that, an opening now for 9 Pandas.
They want more. Flashbang in. Tati secures Zaz. Now you just need to chill. Now you just need to wait. You've still got 2 players over at this B bomb site, and Kyossa has done so well at trying to secure. She sees Elizabeth out default, but you're not ready for Shu.
Oh, they're very careful, though. They're hoping to spot out. Obviously, both of them are super hyper-fixated on that one player. And now, oh, the counter flashbang Keisu grabs both. And this is doing wonders here for 9 Pandas. They have a plan, and this is the response that I was talking about. Once you have that intel, you have to find an answer. Now, Cressy down to a 1 versus 3, but already the damage had been done. And now 9 Pandas are finally within closing territory. But it needs to be this round, or else we're going to overtime.
And look at what they did. They relied on their setups. They were comfortable in what they were achieving. They waited for G2 to make the mistakes. And then the proactive flashbang. Tati gets another. You still got your players tucked in on B. They don't need to move because A is secure. It's fundamentals. And it's taken 9 Pandas Fearless to get back into the rhythm, get back into the groove. But once they found it, it is devastating onto G2, who have made such a phenomenal comeback coming in. Played such a good game of Counter-Strike. And the worst bit, it could all be for nothing. Because if 9 Pandas Fearless win this round, not only do they win this map, not only do they stop the comeback, but they win the series. There's no more chances for G2.
Yeah, sort of for both teams, it's now or never. You want to close that out if you're 9 Pandas Fearless, and if G2, oh yeah, this is your final shot in this best of 3 series. So much is relying on this round. Immediately, G2 looking for some answers, this time a bit more in towards the A ramp. Having a lurker then hanging about on B. It's kyossa, but gets smoked off quite deeply, in fact. And look at this, right now, 9 Pandas have just completely diverted away. They're leaving A open.
What are they doing? There's no presence there. There's nothing. Fortunately, the rotates are going to come back on over. There's 3 of them, 4 of them. All the way through, ready and waiting. Utility dropped. G2, they didn't activate. Of course they didn't activate. They didn't know.
This timing could work out so well right now. Maybe the read is timed to the nail here. Coming out of 9 Panda. There's a lineup, but Manka swings instead. Manka grabs 2, and now Faisal 2 of her own. Suddenly a 3-on-3, and the pressure is on. She continues to strike, and maybe she single-handedly kept 9 Pandas in it.
With 3, looking for more, dancing around the smoke, trying to creep through Cressy and Giuliano to keep G2 alive in the series. But Fatal's got other ideas. Creeping, crawling. Victoria's found Giuliano, and Fatal's found Cressy. 4 in the round for 9 Pandas, and they knock G2 further down the pecking order in Group B.
Oh, you can see the hugs and the happiness, and I mean, this is so well deserved, and we were thinking for a good second, maybe